girls are scared for me. Something wrong with your girl. Yeah, you know you see me, right? You know you see me, right? Yeah, you see me. It's gonna be Buddha_360.
Cracking, everybody. You are tuned into your girl Buddha 360. Today I got something very simple, easy, not complex at all or difficult. All right, so I'm going to make me some fried salmon, as well as I'm going to take the bacon and wrap the bacon around the salmon. I do have some onions here that I will be using. These 2 eggs actually go with my meal. I already have some baked beans cooking already. And underneath this is for the dogs, the tuna, as well for the hot dogs is for the dogs. I do have an extra thing of butter out if I need it for the salmon, but I doubt that I will need it. I do have some pineapple here, which will be for my fruit for the side of my meal. All right. So what you're looking at is green onions, red onions, some butter, 2 eggs, and 2 bacons with some sweet cream corn. Okay. As well in the background, I have that pink sauce that be on TikTok. You can see there with a little bit of that creamy Greek. And in the very back, I do have some Parmesan toppings. So let's get right into this video. All right, so let's get started. I have serenading, as I would say. As that continue to melt down, I will add the red onions to the mix to give that bacon, oil, and butter some real pop and flavor. All right, so it is beginning to melt down, so I will start adding some of them onions, and we don't really need a lot because this is not like a big piece of salmon. It's not a slab, so this would do just fine. All right, after I cook the salmon, I will actually then proceed to cooking my eggs. All right, my rice is already done. I made some coconut jasmine rice, and I might actually leave out the sweet corn and allow that to be for another meal. I will let you know as I go, because I do have the baked beans, so I can just have the coconut jasmine rice with the baked beans and the blackened bacon salmon, okay, with Parmesan cheese sprinkled a little bit on the top. You dig? So anyways, next step after this, now that it's just kind of sitting there, I'm going to add a few green onions in there. And I mainly want to like focus on the middle of that. As that simmers and melt down, we are going to now take our small slab of salmon, okay, and we are going to rub some oil. All right, make sure it gets in there. And the way I want to go about this is I want to turn this fire up some and see what we got here. And we're going to make sure this side here is inside on its back, as I call it. Put them on his back. So some people are very particular about their time that they cook their salmon on. I want my salmon cooked all the way through, flaky but not dry. So I always go between 6 to 7 minutes on each side. Tonight is not a really thick salmon, so I'm going to go about, I say 7 minutes. All right, now as it cooked for 7 minutes, we are going to let it do its thing and come right back. While we wait on that, we're going to take a quick commercial break and pay some bills around here. So let me show you guys something. You see how how that salmon just sits there real nice and pretty on them red onions and green onions? And you see how it's cooking, but you see how it's forming upwards, getting firmer. I don't have to worry about it burning at the bottom because it's lubricated enough with oil, but also when it's placed in the pan and have bacon oil with butter as well. The green onions and red onions is just to bring out flavor. Look at that, baby. Beautiful thing. It's smelling good up in here, y'all. Smelling good up in here. So we got about 2 more minutes left. It's smelling delicious, y'all. It really is. I have it on medium heat. I'm checking it. I'm doing the pull-up test. If I can move it without splitting it. If I can move it, then when I'm ready to pick up, I won't have a hard time getting it. If I can keep that thing looking pretty. You understand me? Alright, y'all. So we got 1 minute left. I'll see how that bad boy is looking. Yes, it smells amazing, y'all. Amazing. Exactly this. Now the reason why I'm cooking this a little bit on this side first is just wait for it. So when I'm able to pick it up, that's when I'm going to take my bacon and place it on there. Now some people will be like, why you didn't place it on there before then? It always comes off unless you stick it with one of the wooden things. I could have thought about that, but this is how I did it last time, so I'm going to do it the way I did it this time. You know, stick to what's on this. I'm going to make sure that I push it all the way down. All the way down. Just right in time. I just flipped it. Let's set the timer. Look at that. Alright, so back in 7 minutes. Now, I chose not to season my salmon because I want the flavor of the salmon by itself as flavor. People just don't know how to pull the flavor out of the salmon. And you can do that by many different ways. You can season it with just a sauce seasoning. I call it a sauce seasoning again, but some people they put sauces together, but they use more of the liquid base of sauce and some seasoning. I'm just going to allow the bacon, the butter, the onions to be the flavor of the salmon. Alright? But what I am going to do is, you see this pink sauce from TikTok? I'm going to take a capsule. And I'm going to pour alright. Then I'm going to take my hand and just smear it all on the bacon. All on the bacon. Okay? And just let that cook. As it begins to dry up on the bacon, that's when I would add my Parmesan cheese. Not exactly when it's dry, but when it starts to form a little bit, where it's not looking so creamy, and it starts to seem like it's starting to get dry and kind of melt into the bacon. That's when I'm going to add my Parmesan cheese and a little bit of the creamy Greek tzatziki. So it's not there yet. It's smelling in this house, by the way, amazing.
Yeah.
Now, the pineapple is really just for, like I said, fruit on the side of my meal. I like to sometimes add fruit so I won't get too caught up with eating a big meal or feeling like I'm not hungry. Making sure I have a spread of a decent amount of things that are healthy on my plate, even if I choose not to eat all the way 110% healthy, you know? So our drive is just to try to have more healthy things on our plate than to have, you know, unhealthy things on our plate. So the fruit is one of the things I'm adding to my dinner tonight. Now we're going to add the Parmesan topping. All right. And this is more powdered form than anything. I usually use this when I do things like this, where when I'm looking for that more fine grain. So now it's all the way inside of the bacon. So now that we did that, we are going to take this and just check the bottom. Now that we did, now we're going to flip. Now we're going to flip. Now we see what that looked like, right? Now, you seen we took the pink sauce from TikTok and we put it on one side. Now we are going to use the creamy Greek tzatziki. Okay? Oh, that was a little heavy there. Just a little bit. But that went inside the oil. So what we're going to do is let that run off. Let that run off. And then we're going to do the same pattern again with the Parmesan cheese. This time we're not going to wait. And we're going to push that down. All right. Now some people be like, after 7 minutes, your salmon is cooked. I don't need to get sick. Nowadays, you can't trust the government. So you might want to cook all your meat thoroughly. It don't matter if it's seafood or chicken, steak, beef. You better check it and make sure it's real meat. That's what you might want to do. Now we are going to flip this on the other side. Just to give that bacon some of that balanced flow of cooking. Because it does have the bacon on there, it is going to take it to really cook. But right now, if I want to pull it out, the salmon will be done, but the bacon will not be completely done. You want to make sure both of them are completely well cooked to the T. You did. We must flip this on the other side again for the next 3 minutes. So now we are going to remove this salmon. You see how it's well put together with the bacon? And I'm just making sure that side is also cooked. Now we can take that out and place that here. This is what it looked like on one side. That's what it looked like on the other side. All right. So this is what the meal is looking like afterwards. I have some baked beans with some coconut jasmine rice over some over easy eggs and Parmesan bacon salmon with some pineapple on the side. That is my New Year's dinner. Thank you everyone for tuning in. I appreciate it. Please take the time to like, subscribe, comment, and share. I appreciate this, but I think at this point, you guys are gonna have to watch me dig in. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit that like button, comment, and share. You must be a hater. Cause you see me. You know you see me, right? You see me.
Oh, they see me. You feel me? Girl, I'm place to flawless skin for me. Something wrong with your girl. Yeah, you know you see me, right? You know you see me, right? Yeah, you see me. It's gonna be Buddha _360.